All right, have a nice day, guys. So we are coming to question set 27. So this is another part of question set 16. So if you didn't watch my question set 16, you can watch it in the pop-up link above the video. Before watch this, you want to go to 16 video because there is a question here. So we are answering the question using queries, using subqueries, join queries in this video. So the main question is in 16 video. So you need to go to 16 video and check it out. And if you want to get a well understand about these question series, so you want to go to 16 video and watch those video order by order until this question set 27. All right, now I'm going to talk about count keyword. So before do that, I want to check my microphone and yeah. All right, today we have to use count keyword to get a word count, letter count like that. So we are coming to first question. If I maximize this a little bit, now you can clearly see it. So first question is, what is the number of students studying in the class 11A? So we need to get the number of students studying in the class. So that means we have to get a count. So we are using count keyword, and now we are going to query space. I will go to my SQL and open a new tab, open a new query space, and now we are using count, C-O-U-N-T. So you can see it, select count. This is the new keyword. So here I have to use this keyword for our these 5 questions. So I want to get number of students. So number of student means we want to get details from the student table. So when we are getting details from student table, we use student table primary key. So what's the primary key of the student table? That is student index number. So we get that primary key inside these brackets and put this abbreviations and get index number from student table and yeah, from student table. And now I need to get the exact, I have exact class to get that number of students. So my exact class is 11A. So we need to join the class table. So I'm using inner join to join my class table. So inner join class on student dot class ID. So that's a foreign key in student table, and it equals to class table primary. So class table primary is class ID. All right. And now I need to get the specified class name. So I'm using where close to get that and class and get class name that equals to 11A. So 11A. All right, and it single quote here. And end of the query, we are using semicolon to end the query. And now we can execute the query and see what's happened. So count index number 4. Yeah, we can check this out. So we are going to student table 11A 11A classes. Let's check it out. So yeah, it got class ID is 1. So we need to find the student table. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, our query is right. So we have got right answer. So also we can rename our column using as keyword. Like that. So when we run the query, we can have this kind of column, 11A number of students. So we can have answer, answer is 4. So this is the query and this is the answer. We get this above query. All right, now I'm going to second question. Find the number of students who scored between 40 and 90 marks in all subjects. So we have to get in all subjects. We don't. This question doesn't mention any specified subject in the first term examination. So this question mentioned exact examination term. So that is first term, and they give us to get the between 40 and 90 marks. So we need to use between keyword. So you know what the between keyword now. We use it already. And now we can get the all subject exam mark record, number of data record. We need to get the count here. we don't need marks. We need to get the count of records. So we are using count keyword to get that, and we can customize this query also. So now I don't need number of students. Now I need exam mark record. So I am using mark column to get that, and rename my table name. So this is not a column name. So that's a little bit of mistake, but you can say like that. But right thing is this is a table name. So we are renaming our table name like what custom examination. Yeah, number of data record in custom like that. We can rename like that. Right, I rename my table like that. So now we want to get these all things from our student exam mark record table. So now I change it, and now I need to get the exact term. So we have exact term names. That's the first name. So we need to join exam term table on student exam mark record table, and foreign key is exam term ID. It equals to exam term table and term ID. All right. So now we have condition here. So exam term, exam term, right? First term is the exact term. So right, first term, and we have another condition. We need to find the marks between 40 and 90. So we are using AND operation because we want to get those conditions. So student, now we want to get the marks. So I am getting student exam mark record table and mark column. And now I don't use equal symbol. Now I need to get between marks. So I'm using between keyword between 40 and 90. Yeah, 90. And end of the query, I use semicolon. Now my query is okay. I don't see any issues here. Okay, now execute that. And we can have 90 more records in the first term. Yeah, this answer is okay. Now this answer is right. So we have 19 records in the first term. Between 40 and 90, using this between keyword, we don't need to get every single of student marks. We need to get 40 and 90 marks. So there is 10.5 marks and 20 marks like that. So we don't get those marks. So we want to get 40 and 90, between 40 and 90 marks only. So when we consider about this, we can get 19 marks on first term. So that's it. So this is the query, and we get count from mark table. So also you can do this like that, student exam mark record dot mark table, and now you can execute it. You can have it also. So this is the query, and this is the answer. You can see it. All right, now we are going to third question. What is the number of students appearing in the subject of science in the second term examination out of the student studying in all classes in grade level? So we have to get all classes. We have to consider all classes, grade level A and B. And what is the number of students? We need to get the number of students. That means count appearing in the subject of science. We have exact subject to get our number of students in the second term, and also we have exact term name here. All right. So now we can get it. So we have two more conditions here. And let's go to our query. And we can also customize this. So now we also need this exam mark records. And I don't need to change this row. You can see it. So I get count of student exam mark records. All right. Now I need to rename my table name. Yeah, I need to rename that like second term science marks. Science mark, like that. And now it's okay. So, and also we want to get those marks from student exam mark record table. And now I need to join the student table to this query. So I'm using inner join. We can get that from here. Use it from there. So student. Now I need to get index number. and student table like that, and need to get exact term. We have exact term here, so I already join exam table, and also we have exact subject here, so we need to get the subject. All right, now get subject and subject ID as a foreign key in student exam mark record table, and subject table need to get the primary key from subject table. And all right, now we want to change this like second term, and also we have another condition. We have exact subject to find, so we need to get subject table subject name equals to science subject. Now my query is okay, so we can execute it. Now we can have 8 number of second term science mark. So these are the exam mark records. 8 exam mark record we can have. Yeah, we can have 8 exam mark record because we have 80 student in our student table. So all the student do science exam in second term. So we can have 8 exam mark records in the table. All right. My third query is also okay. So we are going to fourth one. All right. So now we have to find the following details of 11 A class students who scored more than 60 marks. So this is the main condition, who scored more than 60. So we have to get more than 60 marks. In mathematics, another condition here, exact subject in second term. So we have 3 conditions here in second term examination. So we need to get those details using select keyword. So we need to get admission number, that means index number, and first name, last name. We need to get the first name and last name. We already know how to get them. So last name, and we need to get mark from student exam mark record table and date of examination using exam term table. And following details of 11A class. So we have another condition here, 11A. Now we can get them from this using these details. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 conditions here. We need to find 5 more details using this query. So now let's go to find that. So we have to write a long query here. Select. I need to go to next line. Student index number. We need the student index number. And student first name. And the student last name. Last name. And now we need to get marks and date examination, date of examination. We need to get marks from student exam mark record table. And now exam date. Okay, now I get those details, and now I need to get them from student table, and I need to join class table. So now you know how to get them. So I am getting this. This is a previous query. I get that from here, and also we need to get student exam mark record table, and we need to join that student exam mark record table with student table. All right, now you can customize this. All right, now I join exam term table, subject table, and student table to student exam mark record table. And now I need to find the 11A class student. So we have condition here. So I'm using where clause to get all conditions, and class class name that equals to 11a, and subject name equal to mathematics. And we have another condition, we have to get more than 60 marks. So we need to get student exam mark record table and mark column, and that equals to more than 60. So we don't use equal mark to get that. We use this more than mark, greater than mark, you can say it, and 60. So in the next line, we have another condition. That's the last condition. So exam term, exam term, exam term. We have exact exam term here. So that is second term. Now I think all conditions are okay. Let's see. 11A, more than 60, mathematics, and second term. We find admission number, first name, last name, mark, and date of examination. Yeah. Now this is the query, kind of long query. So now we can execute it and see how many records on there. So let's see. We have two more records here. So you can see Amanda Moses 85.88 and Dylan Vijayawardhan here 85 marks. Okay. So we get mathematics subject marks in 11A student in second term examination. So now this question doesn't mention we want to get the count. So we don't need to get the count here. If we want to get the count, we can get here. So let's see if it is okay. Right. So when we are getting count, we can't get those details. Yeah, now we have two more records here. You can see it. All right, now I don't need the count. Okay, now this is my query. This is the answer we get. Okay, now I'm going to last question. So that's fifth question. Find the number of student in the class. So we have now we need to get count. So we need to use count keyword. Okay, number of student we highlighted that's a condition. In the class 11A. Okay, we have information exact class here who scored more than 60 marks in a science subject in the second term examination. So now we have so this question is more same than this question is more than same with these four questions. So now we can customize the fourth query here. We have exact class name that is equal to this 11A, and we need to get science mark, and more than 60, it is also same. And second term, we have to get second term marks, that is exam term is also same. And now we don't need to get these details. We want to get count of the student. So now we don't need these things. We need count. And after doing this, let's see how many students on there. So we can prove it. Let's execute the query and see we have we have 3 students. So we need to get 3 exam records using count keywords. Let's see we can get them from here. So count. Now I need to get exam mark record. All right, now let's see. We can get, we can get 3 records here. If you want, you can also rename this table name using as keyword. Okay. Now our query is okay. So we successfully did these 5 actions. This is my query, so you can see it. Now we successfully answered all 5 questions. Yeah, now I don't want to waste your time anymore. So I'm going to wind up my video. I will catch you guys in my next question set, that is question set 28. So we have another 3 more question to finish that exam mark database query writing. So I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace.